Good evening everyone. My name is Dr. Neha Bhise and I am a pediatric endocrinologist at Curie Hospital. Today we are going to talk about a very important topic, which is growth. 20th of September is also known as the International Growth Day, which is celebrated to create awareness about growth and development in children. So what is growth? Growth is the increase in the weight, the height and the head size of your baby. Also, the appearance of teeth and the bone maturation which occurs also contributes to growth. So, how do we measure growth? So, in a child who is less than 2 years, we measure the weight and the length of the baby, which is measured when the baby is lying down in this manner. You can see that the baby is lying down and the doctor and one attendant is holding the baby and measuring the length on is what is known as the infantometer. After 2 years of age, the weight is measured by making the child stand on the weighing scale, and the height is measured by what is known as a stadiometer, which is an instrument you can see behind this child. This will be present in your pediatrician's office or your doctor's office, and your pediatrician will help you measure it. In this, the child is made to stand straight with the ankles, the buttock, the shoulder blades and the back of the head in one single line pressed against this machine. And with the help of this level, the height is taken. And that is done by your pediatrician at every visit that you do for immunization or for any kind of illness, or every 6 monthly. So why is it important to monitor growth? Growth is basically a mirror of good health. If your child is growing at a steady pace, that means that the nutrition is good, there is no illness and there is no other hormonal problem. But if your child is growing at a slower pace than what is required, or if your child is falling off the growth chart, which I will show you subsequently, which means that either there is some kind of illness or some nutritional setback or an endocrine aspect which you need to go to your doctor and get your child evaluated. So these are the growth charts which I was talking about a minute ago. This blue color is the boy's growth chart and the pink color is your girl's growth chart. And this chart is to be plotted at the pediatrician's office at every visit. This lower line, which you can see, represents the weight. Between these lines is considered to be normal for your child, and the above line is considered to be measured for the height, and if your child falls in between these lines, then that is considered to be normal. Any parameter which is either above or below these normal lines is considered to be not to be normal and has to be evaluated by a pediatrician. So how do we plot the growth on this chart which I just showed you? Like I said, the lower piece of the lower lines are for the weight and the upper lines are for the height. If your child falls between these lines, in between these lines, it is considered to be normal, like I said. If they fall outside, then that has to be evaluated by a pediatrician. So in this growth chart, your pediatrician will first note the name of the child, the date of birth. Date of birth is very important because it gives you the exact age of the child. He will he will take the father's height, he will take the mother's height, which is both your heights, and he will calculate what is known as a target height. Now why is this important? Because children grow only as per their genetic potential, right? Which means that they will grow only as per what the parent's height is. So this is important so that you can plot the child's height according to the mid-parental height, as we call it, for the parents. So after noting your mid-parental height, the pediatrician will plot the weight, which is a dot which will come in either in between these lines or outside as per the weight of your child. He will then plot the height, which will look like this dot kind of a thing, which is in between this. So now if you see this girl, she is falling exactly in between these lines. Alright, and if I plot her mid-parental height, which is the parent's height, by these three lines here, she is falling within the mid-parental height. So she is a healthy child with a normal weight within these lines, normal height within these lines, and a height which is falling as per the genetic potential. So this tells you that this child is healthy and just needs routine monitoring of weight and height and no other investigations or no other medication. So whether your child is short or not. So the most important criteria to identify is whether he is outgrowing his clothes and shoes or not. Is he the shortest in class? Is he looking shorter than his peers? As well as sometimes the parents distinctly say that my child is shorter than the younger sibling as well. So then that is a cause of concern. Also, when your pediatrician is evaluating the weight and height with the means of the chart I just told you, that will reflect whether your child is growing well or not very appropriately. So now coming to this chart, I showed you what is normal in the previous chart. Now let's look at this child. This child has been consistently going to his doctor. His doctor has been nicely plotting the weight and height, as you can see. His weight and height is falling at the lower centile of this chart and the lower centile of this chart, which means that he is just there. But if you keep plotting his height and you keep plotting his weight, you can see that even if the child is falling at the lower centile, this is the lower line, he is consistently following that line. He is not falling off the charts. And if you trace this line upwards, he is within the genetic potential of his parents. So which comes to my point, when the child always grows according to the genetic potential of the parents. If the parents are short, the child will also grow in accordance to what the parents' target height is. But does that mean that you just leave the child and don't evaluate? No. If you plot the height correctly at regular intervals, you will come to know that this child is nicely following this line and is nicely coming between the mid-parental height, which tells you that this child has no disease, this child is healthy. This child is short probably because the parents are also not very tall. So he does not require any investigations, he does not require any expensive medications, he just requires a good follow-up with the doctor and keep plotting this chart to tell you that your child is healthy. Now look at this child. Like I said, this child is also following the same line, which is a lower line, but it's the same line in height, and he is doing quite well in school. So this is a good growth chart. This does not require further investigations or any expensive medication. But if you look at this chart, this child has been falling off the centiles. If you see, he is not consistently following this line. He is below these two lines. He is below the target line and he is going on falling off the target lines, which was when it was plotted consistently. The weight is fine, but the weight is also below the target line, but the height is falling off the centiles. So this chart tells you that you have to look into the matter, which is what makes growth charts so important, because they exactly tell you when the pediatrician needs to evaluate, when the pediatrician needs to send to a specialist, and when no investigations are required. In this case, this child following this centile appropriately, probably no expensive investigations would be required, but in this child who is falling off the centiles, he would need to be evaluated further and sent to a specialist. So regular monitoring is a must. Again, in this girl has been coming to the pediatrician regularly, as you can see, and the pediatrician has done a fantastic job of plotting this chart. Now what he has noticed is that this girl, when she was on the lower centile, within the mid-parental height, within the genetic potential of the parents, but as he consistently kept monitoring her, she started falling off the centile, which you can see in this red line, which means that you need to see a specialist, you need to see your doctor. There is something wrong. If this child was healthy, this child would have continued on this line and achieved the target height. The fact that this child has started falling off the centile, you have to see whether some endocrine cause is coming up or the child is having some chronic illness because of which she needs to be evaluated. But this is the child where you need to see a specialist or see your doctor. So what is your role as parents? Your role as parents is basically to be aware of whether your child is growing or not. Like I said, keep a watch on whether he is outgrowing his clothes and shoes or not, whether he is growing as appropriate to the sibling or not. And good nutrition, exclusive breastfeeding in the first 2 years, good nutrition, good amount of sleep because growth hormone is secreted in sleep, good exercise, good diet and regular follow-up with your pediatrician or your doctor, and make sure that the growth chart is given to you and is plotted at every immunization visit and every visit that you do to the doctor. So there are few myths which the parents have and they do ask me very often. They say that my child is looking short in class right now, but as he grows older, he'll catch up. And they keep waiting, they don't go to their pediatrician, they don't go to a specialist. They keep waiting कि आगे जाके बढ़ जाएगा. फिर ऐसा होता नहीं है and precious amounts of years go. So any amount of growth lost is growth lost forever. Which is why regular monitoring is a must, and I have shown you in the previous charts why it is so important. When you plot the growth chart regularly at an interval of 6 months, you exactly get an idea of what is happening with the weight and what is happening with the height. If your child's height is growing regularly, nothing needs to be done. But if he is falling off the charts, then that needs to be addressed early so that your child can achieve his growth potential in time. Second question they ask me is, my child is short right now. We are also short, but I want my child to become 6.5 feet. My dear, your child will only grow as per your genetic potential as parents. So that is very important, but like I am saying, with good nutrition, keeping your vitamin D normal, giving a good diet, exercising well, you can definitely help your child with those few extra centimeters. So one parent interestingly asked me, I saw this ad on TV where I saw this protein powder being given which boosts height. And the child, in the ad, the child grew till 20 years of age. But your child is going to grow only as per your genetic potential and only till the time your bones are going to fuse, which is around 15 to 16 years of age. In that time, if you ensure a good diet, a good exercise and a healthy lifestyle, I am sure you will help your child to achieve the target weight without getting into those additional supplements and whatever your TV promotes. Obesity is one very important aspect in which they say that my child is looking nice and tall and she is healthy, doctor. But your child is not healthy. Your child is obese. An obese child is not healthy. They do go on to develop the problems like blood pressure, diabetes at a very young age, even though they are tall children. But the weight reduction is a must. Growth monitoring is very, very important in a child, as I have already shown you. Eating healthy and leading a healthy lifestyle is very important. Regular monitoring of height and weight on the growth chart is a must, which should be done by your doctor. And when to see a specialist, that your pediatrician will very well tell you after plotting the growth chart. If there are any further questions, I would be more than happy to answer them. I have my OPD in Q-Ray every day between 4 to 5. So you are more than welcome to contact Q-Ray and get your questions answered. Thank you so much.